How's my hair? Is it insane? I'd rather just not wear a hat. Well, I think you guys are gonna have to deal with that. Okay. Hi, I'm Gage Peterson, a Utah local, a cameraman, and a full-time procrastinator. Today, I'm gonna talk about something that affects all artists, no matter what it is you do. And if it doesn't affect you, share your wisdom with us, give us your energy. I'm talking about slumps, the general lethargy that comes in any given art form. I mean, I've been playing guitar for 6 years, so I feel like I play guitar probably 60% of the year, and then 40% of it is one big span of me saying I don't even want to touch that thing. I've never been great at handling these. I just haven't wanted to pick up my camera recently. I haven't had the drive or the urge to. Lots of things have been happening. I've just had kind of a big general life slump. My energy has been focused in other areas of my life. So like I said, I'm not the best at handling these type of things. I reached out to my Facebook community because I have lots of artist friends. I personally know a lot of artists and creative types. Move my phone. Snowboarding stickers. I have no plan for reading these. Oh, hey, someone's typing a comment. I have a comment here from a Tanner Bills. Looking back on previous work or another's work can be quite inspiring. I've said this before on my channel. I constantly will look back at my old work and just see how much I've improved. You may be improving constantly, but you don't, it's really hard to notice. So when you go back and you see how much better you've gotten, it really helps you push forward. And others' work or another's work, looking at other people's work to inspire you. Now you have to go into this with a full heart. You can't let it crush you. You can't say, oh, this person's work is so good, I'll never be able to achieve this. You have to flip that around on its head and say, this person's work is so good, I aspire to be this good one day. I want to achieve this. I want to be more creative than him. I want to throw it in a different direction. You can use someone else's work and throw your own spin on it, you know? Good comment, I like that. Justice Page, a good friend and one of the most, I mean, he's just so well read and knowledgeable about everything film. Getting over slumps means finding the passion again. For me, it means reading books about the areas of the craft I need more knowledge in, and that drive to get better helps me get over them. Remembering where I came from helps too. Sometimes it feels so overwhelming when you're looking at other people's work to feel like yours will never be good enough. But when I look back at the work I did when I started versus where I am now, I'm re-motivated. Finding a new way to do your craft helps too. Sometimes I'll just pick up my camera and go for a walk, and that's my way of being proactive for the day and making sure I'm working on it whenever I can. Okay, so this throws back into exactly what I just said. He's a little better at wording things than I am. Sometimes it feels so overwhelming when you're looking at other people's work. Well, there will always be people better than you. All you can do is hope to be that person in someone else's eyes, right? Finding a new way to do your craft helps too. This is awesome because I could work on a different aspect that relates to my work that would help me improve all areas of my work. Okay, I don't have much to say about that because it covers a lot of what we were talking about. This one is Chris Prada, and his is very short and to the point. Not only relying on motivation, but finding out how to discipline yourself. And that is what I need to work on the most. So discipline, absolutely important. I'm gonna move on to Sydney Henderson. I realized that why I had one of the biggest slumps in my artistic career, it was because I wasn't trying anything far enough out of my comfort zone. I figured I should grind on what I already know how to do to become great at it. What makes you a better creator is doing what you know you're bad at. Having discipline to become great at adjacent skills can make you a master of your craft. All art shares commonalities, and there's something to learn from each form. That is beautifully worded, and that kind of ties back into what Justice said about finding a new way to do your craft. I definitely like to stick to my comfort zones, and I can tell you right now that whenever I break my comfort zones is when I get the most progress. Doing this whole YouTube channel thing launched my photography like a million times harder than I had ever thought it would go. That was extremely out of my comfort zone, and I can say that it is well within my comfort zone now, although there's no one around me to see me do this because I don't think I could do it in front of people. Maybe I should do it in front of people. I want to do like co-host stuff. I want to do like interviews. I really want this to be a channel for the people. These are all super helpful and awesome. I'm really kind of stunned at how many people put so much work into these comments and were willing to grace us with their experiences and knowledge. All art shares commonalities, and there's something to learn from each form. That's a beautiful statement to me. I absolutely agree. This one is Trisha Baird, and I personally liked this one a lot. Okay, practice, period. An art block is your brain telling you that you are bored, and that it is time to move out of your comfort zone and try new things. When I'm feeling uninspired, I'll do master copies from artists I admire, which helps me get into their head and understand their thought process and the techniques they used when they make this piece, which I can then apply to my own art. The bottom line is that the only way you're ever going to get out of a slump is to go through it. You have to learn self-discipline and study when you don't want to. As you expand your technique, your creative inspiration will follow suit. The only way to get out of a slump is to go through it. You have to push. You really have to push. It's an effort that you may not want to put in, but you have to put it in. You have to push. I like how you said that. You really just have to push through it. And the new comment, Jeremy Scoville, a personal friend. Jesus Christ. Oh. As of 1 minute ago, Jeremy Scoville, getting over slumps for me includes rediscovery of myself, looking back on the past passions and hobbies, what got me into it, pursuing other activities that interest me like that, and then jumping into a hole and becoming that thing. If it's music, means reading books about music, listening to songs more intently and pouring hours into playing. Get bored of that? Change instrument, read books differently. Read different books and get outside as frequently as possible. Nature has always been my ultimate inspiration and usually helps me gain a different perspective on things when I feel stuck inside of a box. What everyone has said about past works as well. Looking back on old writings makes me realize I'm not as terrible as I think I am, just slightly above terrible. Jeremy, you are humble and you are a very wise person, and I've always respected your opinion. I agree, outside has always been one of my biggest inspirations. I love being outside, I love being outdoors, and when I'm inside for about a week, it kills me emotionally and physically, literally. It's not good, and I love being outside. I love the sun, I love the energy, I love the air, the trees, everything. It does inspire me. But I hope some of you can take anything from this. I mean, for the people that commented on my post, you probably already read these comments and you can take from it what you will and maybe enjoyed me rambling. I don't know, I ramble a lot when I do these things. To summarize, discipline. You got to get through it. You have to push yourself and no one else is going to do it for you. And also find new techniques that you can apply to other areas of your craft. Slumps suck. That's about all we can say. But we have to get through them and you have to look at it with a positive attitude. I'm glad mine wasn't longer than a month. The whole point of being an artist is utilizing creativity. You cannot expect to find everything you need on the internet or find a perfect way to get past your particular slump. Really, it's up to you to get past it. You have to do it. So, this is a slightly more serious toned video, I feel like, than I usually do, which is weird. But I hope you all enjoyed it. Have a good day. Enjoy this video of my son because he's my passion. He is what drives me to be better. So that's why you see him in all my videos. Have a good day. Do what you love.
Good job.